As news of the death of a suspected leptospirosis victim spreads, 4 more persons are being treated at the Georgetown Public Hospital suspected to have the same illness. Minister of Health Dr. Leslie Ramsamy at a media briefing today says the ministry is intensifying its monitoring of the situation and may require additional help if the situation continues. Here again is Natasha Smith.
Minister of Health Dr. Leslie Ramsamy is calling for persons to visit their healthcare provider at the first sign of an illness as the ministry intensifies its monitoring of the health situation during the current rainy season. Dr. Ramsamy says today 8 teams have been deployed to regions 4 and 5 with additional teams in regions 2, 6 and 10 while the ministry's staff is assessing other areas. He says most of the patients treated so far were for acute respiratory infections and only 3% were for diarrhea and vomiting. However, this is expected to increase with the present conditions.
The things that we used to stay home with is not the time for us to do so. Now, anyone with fever should ensure that they go to see the health provider, whether it's a health provider at the health centers, a health provider with an outreach team, or a health provider in the private sector. People should not stay home and try to deal with their illnesses and hoping that they will go away.
Dr. Ramsamy says so far the ministry has been using the services of the public health sector. However, if the situation continues, there will be need for assistance from the private sector and NGOs. He says even with the death of an East Coast resident suspected to have had the disease, mere speculation prevails.
As you know, we have had a death from leptospirosis. You should know that that is the 6th death for the year because of suspected leptospirosis cases. We have not confirmed these, and I'm waiting. The post-mortem for these cases have not always confirmed that, but the person had entered the hospital as a suspected case. The case from yesterday, the post-mortem is being done, and we will determine that. So I don't want people to think that because we suspect that that's what they died of.
Out of the 70 cases of suspected leptospirosis for the year, many were not from flood-affected areas. He says currently 4 more suspected victims are at the Georgetown Public Hospital. However, none has tested positive for the disease. He notes that out of the 4 cases, none are from flood-affected areas. However, they may be as a result of occupational hazards, since they either work on farms or are otherwise exposed to animals. The technical team set up by the ministry is not yet ready to start the prophylactic program implemented in 2005, but continues to meet twice daily to monitor the situation and have not ruled out targeted programs. Reporting for the 6 o'clock news, Natasha Smith.
Welcome back to the 6 o'clock news. Cash-strapped City Hall is scraping all avenues to have their workers paid their December salaries. Officials at the council are asking workers to be patient in this difficult time, while Deputy Mayor Robert Williams says he is awaiting a call from a local bank with approval of a loan that may assist with payment of workers. Joselle Archibald has details.
He requested a loan from our banking institution with which we have been doing business for close to 100 years, and from which similar approaches have been made during the year with some amount of success.
Deputy Mayor of Georgetown, Robert Williams. Williams says City Hall is looking to collect outstanding taxes from government properties and is currently in discussions with the Ministers of Finance and local government.
I have been in direct contact with the Office of the Minister of Finance to alert the Minister of the urgent need to facilitate the release of the funds to meet the payments.
Government has in the past paid rates and taxes on its properties in advance in an effort to dig City Hall out of previous financial ditches. The council is calling on workers to be patient at this time and says they are doing the best they can at the moment.
I therefore want to appeal to the workers of the municipality in general to exercise the patience, which is a difficult thing to do at Christmas time, as we seek to possibly meet their remuneration for tomorrow.
Over 300 workers of the Mayor and City Council may not be paid for the month of December before the new year. The workers at the municipality say they are fed up with the way the city is being run and have called on city officials to step down when they took strike action last week. Meanwhile, City Hall Public Relations Officer Mr. Royston King says he is saddened by the situation. For the NCN 6 o'clock news, I am Gisela Archibald.
Minister of Labour Mansour Nadir says in his 2008 review, under the 5-program portfolio of his ministry, 2008 has not been phenomenal, but nevertheless a good year. The minister says the Occupational Safety and Health Department and the Central Recruitment and Manpower Agency stood out in 2008. Details in this Nicole Telford report.
Labour Minister Mansour Nadir says there was an increase in occupational deaths in the mining sector, but recorded a significant drop in workplace accidents in 2008. The minister added that his ministry is not opposed to going after employers for the well-being of employees.
In 2008, we collected $23,048,000 on behalf of workers. So we've almost doubled the amount of money we collect on behalf of workers from defaulting, errant, deviant employers.
The minister explained that the industrial climate was intense, with a reported 200 strikes, 21 more than 2007. There have also been 906 man-hours that were lost, which resulted in over $1.5 million in lost wages for workers. The Occupation Safety and Health sector and the Central Recruitment and Manpower Agency are reported to have benefited in 2008 from across-the-board training and an increase in employment of persons. In addition, the HIV/AIDS workplace policy will be implemented in the new year, and the minister urges employers to sign the document. The minister noted too that co-ops and friendly societies were neglected this year, adding that the ministry had the unfortunate task of closing Nasi Credit Union.
And we have had the largest amount of complaints coming from members of credit unions who could not get loans based on their contributions in a timely manner.
He noted that fraud was also discovered in the Guyana Defense Force Credit Union, adding that more than 90 co-op officers were out visiting 25 active co-ops in the various regions. He noted that a program will be drafted to bond skilled employees to work with their employers for 2 years to minimize the loss of skills to companies. Nicole Telford, NCN 6 o'clock News.